beyond the classroom.
Miss Forest Bees.
The Desjardins Foundation Prizes were created to help teachers and educators find new ways of motivating young people to keep at it. This podcast will tell you about a few of these inspiring initiatives.
One little bee can have such a great impact on the world. I work in several schools. One of my high schools, there was an opportunity where somebody brought a beehive to a high school setting. And I thought to myself, wow, this would really be a wonderful opportunity in an elementary school setting. The school that I approached to bring the project is an inner city school, and it's in an urban community. And I thought this would be a wonderful opportunity to bring in urban beekeeping within an urban setting. We often don't see a lot of agriculture in urban settings. Our schoolyard is all concrete. The idea that we can bring in little bees and perhaps plant a garden to support the bees, this was really quite appealing to me. Normally, when you think of bees, people are scared of bees. But when you start learning about bees and seeing that they actually work really, really hard, there's nothing to be scared of. We really wanted to involve the students simply in understanding what would be happening in the hive on a weekly basis. So we had an urban beekeeper who would come to the school every 3 weeks, and she would give us updates. So the idea was to understand that there's different stages within taking care of a hive. And often we would receive little videos or pictures that would be telling us exactly what was happening in the hive. We started off in a small classroom, and then the idea would be to take that knowledge, and the kids would then create posters. The kids would perhaps even present to other classrooms and share what they learned, and then the idea would pollinate throughout the school. 400 little pins were created, and all the kids would create like a saying on it that would either be kind, be nice, be generous, be yourself. And we would actually have a whole bee day party. A celebration. You're here, we're welcoming you, and we're embracing that you are now part of our school. So you are our little neighbors that live upstairs. For most people and most students, they don't even imagine the idea that you can actually have a beehive come to your school and have a beekeeper, an urban beekeeper, come and explain to you what urban beekeeping is. So there was a lot of interest and a lot of questions. And honestly, they're questions you would never think of because kids have the most unique questions. So it was really exciting to see where their minds went with it. So it allowed them to develop some critical thinking, some critical questions. So it gave them a level of wanting to learn, to engage in their learning. Within the hive, there's worker bees, there's the queen bees, there's the drones, there's the bees that just go out and pollinate and come back. So they were able to learn all the different roles and see that a beehive can be a symbolic of how we can work together in the world. If we all have different roles, we all have different importances, but when we all work together for the greater good, we all come out on top as well. We have one last visit to the school from the beekeeper where she's going to come and close up the hive for the winter because it's getting cold outside and the bees are going to have to go to sleep for the winter. But at the same time, she's going to bring our hive has been working all summer and the bees have been creating honey. So the honey will be extracted and processed, and we're going to receive about 100 jars of honey. We're really hoping that we'll be able to sell the honey simply so that we can start collecting more funds so that we can continue the project for next year. I'm hoping the children, the students will come up with something creative that we can do. I'll leave that up to them. When you allow them to engage in entrepreneurship, they come up with the best ideas. So we're really hoping that the impact will continue to grow in the community because they're able to see that their little actions that they can do right now can make the world a better place.
Are you inspired by Melanie's story? Listen to the other episodes of the series Beyond the Classroom to learn about other initiatives from winners of the Desjardins Foundation Prizes. Whether you're a teacher, an educator, or a parent, thanks for being involved with young people. You make all the difference.